All right. Look at that. Bright sunshiny morning. Beautiful. Yeah, day 11, 12. It's a good day. I mean, can't complain. I always keep it in my mind that, hell, day 3 or 4, compare it to day 3 or 4. Every day you're like, what? Am I really feeling that bad? Or am I feeling really good? You know what I mean? Yeah. Gotta wake up and get going. I did have a little bit of rougher time last night going to sleep than I did the day before. Like I said, expect some setback days. It's gonna happen. Don't be surprised when it does. Just know how to rationalize your brain and deal with it. Restless legs is gonna be a problem. Like I said, it'll be a problem for me for a long time. I had that problem before. I'll have that problem again. Anybody had problems with depression, anxiety, anything like that, if you were that way before, expect it to kind of be around, a little bit after at least, unless you're really, really working on it during, so, just expect something like that to happen, especially if it was there before. Be prepared for it, okay? Know how to fix it in your head so that it's not impacting your life. The thing about the insomnia and restless legs, it's a tough one because it affects everybody, at a very crucial moment, as in, nighttime, you're getting ready to go to sleep, and this is when that stuff usually kicks in, and it can really play a big mental role on people. I suffered from restless legs and insomnia for the last almost 20 years, so, when it first happened and I was a younger kid, it freaked me out, man. I was like, a lot of it has to do with my sciatic nerve and stuff. I hurt myself back in the day, and, so I had weird shit going down my legs all the time, but once it starts, it's like you don't really understand what's happening, and you can't sleep, and you've been up a couple of days, and you're aching, you're panicking, your anxiety's about it, and that's when it really starts taking a mental toll. And I almost lost a job when I was younger over it because I didn't really understand what was going on, it was way before I was even opiate addict, and it was rough, they gave me all kinds of pills for it, trazodone, they gave me antidepressants, sertraline, opiates, methamphetamine. I've had Prozac, I've had a lot of shit, Xanax, clonidine or Klonopin, Ambien, the list goes on. I had Prozac, and I think it's Butane or something mixed together into one super fucking something. I don't know what they were doing to me, but yeah. So, and a lot of this started with the insomnia and stuff like that because you don't really understand it. And I'll tell you this, almost every single thing I threw at it has only made it worse or made my mind so that it was more prominent in my head. So be very careful. Tylenol PM, no. If you take one, every so often, it might work. I noticed that, if I take one or two, every month or a couple months, it might actually help you if you're in the right state of mind. But if you're in a very high anxiety, panicky state of mind, I wouldn't suggest it because odds are you're gonna the chemical in that stuff is gonna actually make it worse. So, just be careful with that. Sometimes melatonin can make it worse. Just remember anything that you're gonna put that your brain naturally produces is gonna make the terms longer. It's gonna make you're gonna have to deal with it at a longer period because your brain's gonna have to still learn how to remake that and how to do it. So anyway, I've been to counselors, I've been to that, I've read up on it, and honestly, You gotta just fix your brain, man. And it's a tough one because the shit kicks in right when you're getting ready to go to sleep. It's a very crucial moment for a lot of people, especially in recovery. You're wore out, you're tired, and it's probably what leads to a lot of relapse. And people just don't know how to deal with it. And I mean, the shitty thing for me to say is, there's really no direct way to deal with it, except for to deal with it. And that's just how you have to do it. And I will suggest this, if you're having that a lot, stick with the hot showers, hot baths, maybe extend them a little bit. One thing to do I used to do is almost trick your mind. Like, if you notice, if you watch any of my night videos, I'm like, I don't know if I'll be getting any sleep tonight, but maybe, but the way I'm feeling right now, probably not. And boom, I get up the next day, make a video, I'm like, yeah, I slept for a few hours, And what I'm doing is I'm tricking myself, is what I'm doing. I'm giving into it. I'm saying, okay, look, instead of sitting here in a very panicky, anxiety, fearful mode, because I gotta work tomorrow and I can't sleep, and how am I gonna perform? And this is fucking stupid. And blah, blah, blah. Relax. Okay, be like, okay. So you see me do, I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight. Fine. I'll just be prepared for it. I'm just gonna get in it through these next 2 hours. The less you fucking energy you put into it, the more energy you'll have the next day, even if you don't get any sleep. So don't play into it. Stay calm, stay relaxed, know what's happening. Take a shower. Take 2, take 3. It don't matter. Take as many as you need. Just because you're on this day don't mean showering can help relax you. Get some tea. If you're more of the hot cocoa kind of person, I'd say low sugar hot cocoa. Get you something to wrap your feet up in. Maybe, like I was saying, for girls or something, maybe try some of them spandex or compression short things y'all got and shit. And that might actually help. Guys can try your athletic wraps. Get it up there on your knees or down by your ankles, or wherever it's kicking in. Mine starts right in the middle of my back and goes down both legs because my side, so it's like bing, when that shit kicks in. But if it's due to something like that, what I'd suggest is taking maybe ibuprofen one night, switching to the Tylenol or 2 Tylenol the next night. Keep it low dose. Don't take it during the day. Deal with it. Walk it out. Get the pain out. And something like that. I mean, I know the side pain can be dulled, so it helps, but it can never go away. Just try something like that, real low dose. Don't take it during the day. If you take too much of that shit, it's like anything else. Your body's gonna quit responding to it. You're gonna have to take more. So that's the same with Tylenol, same with any fucking thing you take. Okay, so don't take it during the day. Wait till night. Only take 1 or 2. Cause it's the same thing with that. Even if you start taking like handfuls of that shit, it's gonna have the opposite effect with your sleep. It's because now you already done played your mental role into it. See what I'm saying? You gotta stay out of that. The less you think about it, the more you can just naturally lay down and fall asleep. Without that thought process, the easier time you're gonna have. Okay, and don't start dreading sleep. Don't be like, oh shit, here we go again. I gotta play this game again. No, don't play into it. Start your night process. One thing to do maybe is to start it a couple hours before. It's maybe, you're going to bed at 10 and you're not getting to sleep till midnight. Okay, hey, it sucks. And you might feel like the old man grandpa sometimes, but, try going to bed or starting your sleep process, your nighttime process, whatever you do to get into sleep mode, hour, 2 hours earlier, 8 or 9 o'clock. It's just waiting till after dark, but whatever. And maybe you'll get to sleep by 10. That's what I did last night. I started it a little earlier. Made sure I got my walks in. My boy went over to see his aunt for a couple of days. He got a big old above ground pool that he loves to go play in with the slide and shit. So, he's going to be over there for a couple of days. because it's been real hot playing in the pool and having fun with my sister and her family. So, you know, that's how it works here. So I did that, and, you know I fell asleep a little bit after 10, but I will say this, it was incremental sleep last night. It wasn't like the solid bar. Dropped a little bit after 12:30, a bit restless, had anxiety a little bit, in the chest. Just got up, walked around for a second, laid back down. I was so tired, I ended up falling back to sleep. I think I woke up around 3 or 4 again, but just for a second, I sat up, got lit a cigarette, had a couple puffs of it, put it out, laid back down, went to sleep, woke up around between 6 and 7. So, I mean, it wasn't one long bar of sleep, but still, man, I got close to I got a bit of sleep last night. I feel fucking good, And at my age, I'm gonna be honest, we're used to waking up once, maybe twice a night to go take a leak these days. I mean, it's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, start training your brain to do what you want, because it doesn't know. You just spent, most of us have been opiate addicts for many years, and anybody that thinks that didn't play a role on your sleeping habits, and if you've been an addict for 10 years, think of the things that you've developed in that 10 years. Your mind mentally changes its state every 5 years. You are technically, every 5 years you become a different kind of person in a sort of way. Life changes people. It's just how it is. You might believe one thing one day, and then something in life happens, and it's not true, or you feel about it a different way. About every 5 years, life will compact a person up that they are significantly different than they were compared to the person they were 5 years ago. Okay, so keep that in mind. I mean, you've had a lot of things happen in your life, a lot of life changes, and let's be honest, on opiates and stuff, you haven't really been able to deal with that. You haven't really been able to cope with that. You think you've been dealing with it, but really you've been on pilot mode, zombie mode, just kind of going through life, kind of like, kind of funny, but it's really not funny. And you're just kind of going through the motions. That's what you call going through the motions, kind of on robot mode. And that works for a functioning, slave, I guess. Slave to the drugs, slave to the world, but you don't want to be that. You want to be the world. You want to be out here in it. So, you gotta train your brain. You gotta take in consideration all the things that happen to you, and the different person you are now. And you're not the same person. You're a different person now. Accept that. It's a new life. What the hell? Who doesn't want a new life? Right now. There's your first step to it. It's your second step to your new life. See what I mean? There you go. Fuck it. Nothing says you have to be the exact same person you were. Okay? Most of us don't want to be. So don't. Simple. Okay? Don't sit there and dwell on it for the next 6 months thinking, man, I was a really shitty person. You're not that person. Don't be that person. It's one of the biggest things I have with all that stuff. I mean, it works for people. I know it does, dealing with your problems and but this isn't then. Okay? This is now. Okay? When you see people, treat them good. Treat them how you want to be treated. Treat them better. And watch what comes back. Okay? Make yourself feel good about you. Accept what you did. Man, I stole, I cheated, I lied, I hurt people, I did this, I know that. Okay. That's part of the reason why we want to be clean now. Okay? We know what we did. It's fucked up. But don't sit there and beat yourself up about it day and day and day and day. It ain't gonna do you no good. Be fearful of the person you were. Don't go back. You know what it was. As long as you can do that, move on. Because when you move on, that's when your new life begins. Your new life ain't gonna begin until you move past your old one. Until you say and accept, take responsibility, and know what you need to do, and plan to rectify as much as you can and heal that wound. Okay? It's not you anymore. Okay? That was you back then. Back then. It's not today. This is the present. It's a gift, right? We all watch Kung Fu Panda. The present is a gift. Live in the present. Not in the past. Past, for us, was a lesser person than we are today. Okay? We are not on that level no more. If you are getting through this and you're working on fixing yourself and you know the shit that's happening, done. Okay? There's nothing you can do to change what's already been done. So do not live your life like you can. But you can make today what yesterday wasn't. Understand? Okay? That doesn't start by trying to put yourself in the mind frame of what you were yesterday. It starts in, put yourself in the mind frame of the person you imagine yourself being. That fucking, the perfect version of you in your mind. The best version of you in your mind. How does that person hold himself? How does that person project himself? Is there a smile on that person's face? Are they playing with the kid? What's that perfect vision of you? Okay? That's you today. Okay? Do it. That's all you gotta do. It's nothing hard. Don't be trying to fly around like Superman looking for a job. It's gonna take time. Don't get discouraged. Don't think it's because of you. It's just because of the way shit is. Okay? There's things in your environment you can't control. Don't try to control it. You can only control you. Got a little worked up there. Okay? A lot of self-talk. Okay? And, that's all I got really to say today is just, get yourself into better sleep habits. Try things that don't affect your body chemistry, like teas, hot chocolate, things that naturally put yourself in the memory of something comfortable and relaxing and happy. Okay? That kind of shit. That's what's going to get you through. Trick your brain. Make you think one thing, do another. Do all kinds of shit like that, okay? The less it's up here, easier it'll be, I promise you that. Try meditation, relaxing, try the sauna, hot, cold pool, go swimming for an hour or two. It's one of the most relaxing things you can do for your body is go swimming. That compression on all your joints and your bones and your muscles, and you're swimming and you're relaxing, the sun's hitting you. Go swimming. It's summertime, get out there in that weather. You're gonna love it. I don't know anybody that can't go out to the river or something for a day, maybe have a little queue, swim most of the day, get home, just like, man, who isn't going to have the best nights in life, okay? Go have some fun, enjoy yourself, day 11, 12, feeling wonderful, no horror stories here, you can do it, just get your ass up, you can do it.